1937. I was perfectly happy living my cozy little life as a private investigator. My life had always been rather unimportant, uneventful, up until the night of February 14th, when a knock would come upon my door that would change my life.
Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, Inspector.
It's no problem at all. Please, have a seat. This cheeky gal was a looker. She's probably the most beautiful gal I had ever seen.
Oh, well, thank you.
This is narration. You cannot hear it.
I'm so sorry.
But something was troubling her. I could tell.
Inspector, something is troubling me.
I could tell.
You see, it's my sister. I think she's been murdered.
What makes you say that?
Well, yeah, I usually see her daily, and I haven't seen her in 6 days. Also, there was a note left under my door. It says, "I murdered your sister."
Sounds interesting. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't usually accept murder cases because, as we both know, I'm a private investigator. But the evidence of murder is compelling. I'm on the case.
Oh, thank you, Inspector. If there's anything that I can do to help, anything at all, just let me know.
Well, you could start by telling me a little bit about your sister here. Is she married? Does she have any enemies?
Well, she has no enemies that I know of. But she was married. Recently, too. The wedding was about a month ago.
This so-called husband of hers, what's his name?
Peter. Peter Gable.
Ah. All right, well, thank you, Miss...
You can call me Scarlett.
Ah. Thank you, Miss Scarlett. Soak it all in. You know what they call that taste? Freedom. All right, on your way out, would you please send in my secretary, Elizabeth?
Of course.
Thank you, Miss Scarlett. Elizabeth, would you please contact a Mr. Peter Gable and let him know that I'd like to speak with him?
Of course.
Thanks, Doll.
Inspector, calling me doll in the workplace is wildly inappropriate.
Well, that may be true, Elizabeth, but this is the 1930s, and objectification is completely acceptable.
Good point.
You know, Elizabeth, it's getting rather late. I'm quite tired. I think I'm going to go home and get a good night's rest. I'll see you in the morning.
My apartment is just down the street. You get a good night's rest tonight. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I didn't know what she meant. Tomorrow could be a big day, and I am rather tired. That was not at all what I thought you meant. Did you happen to contact Mr. Peter Gable?
Yes, he should be arriving shortly.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for more than you know. We had sex. Mr. Peter Gable?
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming to see me on such short notice. Please, you're going to need that.
It's no problem, Inspector. I'm curious as to why you called me in.
Well, your sister-in-law came to see me yesterday. There's no easy way to say this.
Yeah, she's the worst.
She seemed to think that your wife may have been murdered.
The house has been really quiet recently.
So you think it's possible?
I guess so.
You really don't seem that upset about it.
Yeah, she was kind of a bit.
Inspector, you have to call.
All right, thank you, Elizabeth. Please excuse me, Mr. Gable.
Before I came in, was he talking to a wall?
Yeah, he does that. He thinks he's the narrator in some kind of movie or short stage play.
That's ridiculous. Who would think it would be a good idea to do a murder mystery as a short stage play? That kind of suspense and plot layout takes time to develop.
That was the lead detective on the case. They seem to have found a body. It could be your wife, Mr. Gable.
Should I contact Scarlett?
Please do, Elizabeth. Thank you.
With all due respect, Inspector, why would the police contact you? You're not really a cop, nor do you have any legal reason to be contacted.
Well, that is a very good question. I'm very glad you asked.
Thank you for coming in, Scarlett. Where's the inspector? Why are you talking like that? Why, it's the 1930s. This is just one of these. Okay, all right then. That's actually why I called you. I'm not quite sure how to tell you this, but the police found a body. They think it may be your sister. Rick and Peter are at the scene now. Rick is with Peter? You sound kind of worried about that rather than your sister. Well, I don't trust Peter. Why not? Well, I never believed that he truly loved my sister. I believed that he had other interests. Other women? Not exactly. Don't quite understand. Oh. Which now has led me to believe that he had other reasons for marrying my sister, perhaps for her money. She had money? How much? Enough to live comfortably for a few hundred years, which I'm assuming now goes to Peter. That's a lot of money. I would totally kill your... Sorry. It doesn't matter. You said they found a body. Where is it? I have to go there right now. In the park. Thank you, Elizabeth. Don't thank me. Really.
Detective.
Inspector, thank you so much for coming. The body's right over here.
No problem, Detective. Have we yet to determine a cause of death?
Appears to be strangulation. It just makes me sick thinking about it. An innocent woman strangled to death. It just leaves me breathless, you know?
Detective, a woman here is dead.
Well, gee, buddy, would it kill you to line it up?
All right, who made you detective?
Well, the other guy died.
All right. All right. Makes a bit more sense. Give me back my cigarette.
Inspector, I came as soon as I heard. Is it her?
Well, you tell me.
It is her. Inspector, bring whoever is responsible for this to justice.
I'll do what I can, Scarlett. And, between you and me, pretty sure it's Peter.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Something about that man just does not sit right with me.
Never did either.
Hey, you guys know I'm right here.
Hey, no one likes an eavesdropper, Peter. Anyway, I'll be heading back to my office. Please, detective, if you happen to find any extra information, please send it on over.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Is that a joke?
It's supposed to be.
Hey, I'm gay.
Just makes me sick, Elizabeth. Honestly, thinking about it, a woman murdered in cold blood.
And by strangulation, too. I don't know how you stay sane, Inspector.
You know, Elizabeth, I don't remember mentioning to you that it was by strangulation.
I made an assumption, you know. Strangulation is all the rage these days. Everyone's doing it.
It was you, wasn't it, Elizabeth? Oh, my God. That's a gun. Well, Elizabeth, see that you've got me. If you're going to shoot me, please at least tell me exactly why you did it.
Honestly, I did it for you. You're a private investigator, you know? You must be running out of money. You've had no business lately. As for the victim, I just found someone random. I figured it didn't really matter whom I strangled to death.
You crazy bitch! Are you stupid? I mean, I'm a private investigator, goddammit. Murder isn't even up my alley. Why didn't you just screw someone's husband? Do you realize how dumb this makes you? Jesus!
Honestly, I thought you'd be a little more grateful, seeing as I'm willing to murder for you, but instead I get you crazy
Rick, I came by to drop off the files you... Oh, shit. Cut down the gun, Elizabeth. It will be best for everyone.
Oh, no, I can't go back to prison. Do you know what happens to good-looking girls like me in prison? No, if I'm walking out of this room today, I'm doing it with 2 less bullets in my gun or in a body bag.
Well, I mean, if you're in a body bag, then you're not actually walking out.
Yes, because that's what's important right now.
Elizabeth, just drop the gun.
I'm sorry, Rick, for everything.
Happy Valentine's Day. Will you give me a shot?
It's hard. But thank you for saving my life, Detective.
No problem, Rick.
Hey,
Yeah.
I hit that.